Good morning. Come on in. How are you today? Today we are going to make a pork roast. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take our pork roast out. Okay, you want to put this over there earlier?
Yeah.
My husband is helping me out a little bit. Now I'm going to turn this water on, and what we're going to do, I'm going to wash the roast off. It's a beautiful roast, and it doesn't have too much fat on it. In fact, I like some fat on my roast. Keeps it moist. It's a beautiful roast. Can you see it? It's a fat side. Not very, very thick. Very nice and lean. Looks like it's going to be a good one. Sometimes you can kind of look at them and you can kind of tell whether it's going to be good. To me, this one looks like it's going to be good.
Because it's marble between it.
Okay. Now there's one little piece of fat here I want to get off. It's right here. Pick that off. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to put this upside down with the fat side next to the pan. And I'm going to bring it right over here to my ingredients. I have liquid smoke, and I'm just about out of that. I have Worcestershire, a Worcestershire. I have a Larry seasoning, and I have the less sodium, since we all have to kind of watch our sodium sometimes. And then we have the Greek seasoning. This is so good. I'm going to take these gloves off. All right, hands off.
Bigger than I thought it was.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set my oven, put it on bake, and I'm going to put it on 350 and let it be warming up. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my Larry seasoning and use it generously over my pork roast. On the sides, on the lean side. This is the lean side. I'm going to add a little bit of, now you have to season this to taste. Thank you so much. You're such a sweet pie. Okay, so I'm going to add my Greek seasoning. I'm going to add it generously, all on the back and the sides. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over to the fatty side. And we're going to cook it on this side. So now we're just going to add our dry seasonings. This is the Greek seasoning. We're going to just put some of this all over the meat and generously season it. Okay, and we're going to use a little bit of the Larry seasoning. Alright, and then we're going to add to the sides, we're going to add the liquid smoke around the sides. And then we're going to add, generously put the onions around it. There's no set recipe, no certain amount, just some cut onions, and it helps to flavor the meat. Okay, now we got the Worcestershire. And we're just going to shake some of this all over the meat.
That makes me very good.
I like Worcestershire with pork. It always makes it, I even put it in my pork chops. I think it's so tasty. And when I fix pork chops, most people ask me, what is that flavor? But it's Worcestershire. Okay. Now, I'm going to put just a little bit of moisture because I'm going to cook this roast for several hours. Just going to add a little bit more moisture in here. Okay.
To the side of it.
I put the water on the side, not to rinse off our seasonings, okay?
Right.
And then we're going to add the top. Alrighty. Rinse this off. And we're going to put the top on the roaster pan. So we're going to open the oven up. And we're going to put the roast in. And like I said, it's going to take several hours. You'll notice the change in the smell. I put it on the middle of the oven.
Oh, okay.
And you have to adjust your shells according to the height of your pot. So you need to, you know, kind of put it in the center as much as possible. Put your roaster pan or whatever you're going to cook it in. If you don't have a roaster pan, you can always use a pot with a top that's, you know, that have the handles that's the heat will bother. So anyway, I like the roaster pan because I've always used that, and I saw my mom do it. And she was the one who trained me how to do a lot of things in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna say, we'll be back after this roast. In a few hours, this roast will be done, and we'll be back. Hello everyone, I'm back. And I have something to show you. This roast turned out to be absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It smells so good in this kitchen. It's unbelievable. Will you just take a good look at that? I'm so proud of it. I am so proud of it, and I wish I could give each one of you a piece of it. It turned out perfectly. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to decorate my platter, and I have a surprise for you. Hold on. This is our finished products. It's on a bed of rice. We have the pork roast, and we took the drippings and just dribbled it over the meat and rice, and we're ready to serve.